porque Fluminense ya está en cuartos de final con esa inesperada victoria.
Así se vivía hasta la locura que había en las playas de Río de Janeiro.
To Brazilian team to get the opportunity to play against the Europa team and show like how they can compete. I asked in the beginning, Fluminense can compete, and they compete well. That's perfect.
Thiago Silva was playing like he was lying down in Cabana Beach with a glass of red wine with a fat cigar. There was no threat. Yeah, this is a big win. Let's not forget Inter. I mean, a few months ago, a month ago or something like that, they played the Champions League final. They knocked out Barcelona. I mean, this is a massive win for Fluminense.
E aí, galera, beleza? Bora dar uma olhada nas reações da imprensa europeia falando aí dessa vitória sensacional do Fluminense 2-0 contra a Inter de Milão, a vice-campeã da Champions. E cara, o Fluminense chegou a fazer 3 gols, mas teve um gol anulado, né? Então terminou o jogo 2-0. Vamos dar uma olhada no que os europeus falaram, né? Tem até o ex-jogador do Chelsea aqui. Se você curtir, já deixa o like, inscreve no canal. Tamo junto, valeu, nós, galera. Bora pro vídeo.
Con Iñaki Villalón, locura. Iñaki, buenas noches, en Brasil, con esa inesperada victoria.
Efectivamente, Diego, buenas noches. Quiero que veáis la locura en las playas de Río de Janeiro después de esa clasificación de Fluminense con un auténtico partidazo del equipo, especialmente de John Arias. Así se vivía hasta la locura que había en las playas de Río de Janeiro después de esa clasificación histórica de Fluminense contra el subcampeón de la Champions League, contra el Inter de Milán. Y tras el partido no solo había fiesta, bueno, y la que queda en Río de Janeiro, sino que este era el tuit que ponía Fluminense en su Twitter, en sus redes sociales, en X. Decía: hola Botafogo, hola Flamengo, ¿qué tal el ambiente en Río? Pues palito para Botafogo y para Flamengo, otros de los dos equipos de la ciudad ya eliminados en el Mundial de Clubes. Ahí estaba el recadito de Fluminense, que también se acuerda de sus vecinos.
Se acuerda de sus vecinos que ya están en casa. El cuadro del Mundial de Clubes que queda a la espera de algunos partidos como el que viviremos esta noche en el live, ese Al Hilal Manchester City, que queda de la siguiente manera, porque Fluminense ya está en cuartos de final y se va a enfrentar al ganador de ese Manchester City Al Hilal. El otro partido de cuartos de final por ese lado del grupo será entre Palmeiras y Chelsea. Por el otro lado, Paris Saint-Germain y Bayern de Múnich, que se verán las caras ya a la espera de que el Real Madrid en el día de mañana logre eliminar a la Juve para estar también en cuartos de final ante Borussia Dortmund o Rayados de Monterrey, que descubriremos también en el día de mañana.
So they're there still on the pitch celebrating, and we can look at how they got there as well. Again, 2-0. It's funny to think that first goal felt like a year ago.
Yeah.
It was in the 3rd minute of the game, and I guess they got a bit fortunate,
yes,
Mikel, with this.
Did got a bit fortunate in the first one, and here with the cross as well, got a bit fortunate. Here we keep debating, could Jan Sommer come out and clean this? But I was just thinking, he thought between Damian and Dumfries, one of them could deal with it, but none of them did. And of course, the main man, Kano, was there just to slot it in there, just there, the header, in between Jan Sommer's legs. He just couldn't do anything about it. Very close range as well. So
yeah, he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. He gambles. That's what the best goal scorers do, don't they? They gamble for those opportunities.
Yeah, Kano is a type of player. They're always inside the box. He's always looking for where deflections coming, bouncing for goalkeeper. And that header is really difficult to header because the ball bounces and then it has to be heading between the legs of the goalkeeper.
That's what top goal scorers do. They always put themselves in the right position to score goals. If they're not scoring, they're in the right position to score. And if you put yourself in the right position, the goals will come.
Look at his movement as well. He's having a look.
Yeah.
And again, it's that gamble. There's a massive gap between the defenders. He's like, I'm going to go in the middle of that gap.
Yeah, you see, Damian and Dumfries, one of them should have dealt with it. That's what Jan Sommer thought. One of them could have at least headed the ball away, but none of them did anything. Of course, Kano was there just to score the goal. Brilliant goal in the first 3rd minute of the game.
3rd minute, and we had to wait 90 more minutes for the second goal. But when it came, it was a Herculean effort by Hercules. Fantastic goal here on his left foot, bottom left, and I mean, this sealed the deal, didn't it? Fantastic goal.
It's a great goal. He takes 2 touches on the ball, and then look at the finish he has. It's a classic. The ball is kicking for left. The balls go away for the goalkeeper on the ground. It's a really difficult for keeper save that ball.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant
a really good finish.
Brilliant strike with the left foot,
And it's the one that won the game in the end. And again, what we don't see is Renato nearly run on the pitch, the manager, which I saw. But again, that's what won the game. Inter did have their chances, though.
did.
I mean, they're going to have to blame themselves. I mean,
They didn't start the game well. Obviously, they have to blame themselves. I thought until from minute 1 to minute 70, 80, I thought Thiago Silva was playing like he was lying down in Cabana Beach with a glass of red wine with a fat cigar. There was no threat. Nothing happened to him. But then when Inter made those changes, they started threatening, and that's when they got those chances in the later stages of the game. Like I said, there was no threat until about 80 something minutes, when then Inter started with those threats, obviously with the changes they made.
yeah, he looked really good. As we did say before that interview, Inter Milan did have some fantastic chances and opportunities as well. Let's have a quick look at Thiago Silva, actually, and what he did in that game. Again, we were speaking about him doing this for 96 minutes. We did have a camera follow Thiago Silva throughout the pitch. And Kleber, he just controls, doesn't he? He just controls the whole game.
But he does that really well. I mean, fantastic. He looks after himself really well. You can tell that he looks really in shape. And when you play three at the back, that is where you can see the best of him. I think that's the same position he played when he was at Chelsea. There's always get two young guys beside him that he can control, that he can push about. Just get him to stay in that midfield where he can control, in the middle of the defense where he can control everything. Absolutely superb performance from him today.
How's he thought of in Brazil? I mean, is he thought of as one of the best defenders ever for Brazil?
He's the best. He's in the top.
Yeah.
Especially when 40 years old, no? Especially on the league in Brazil, have so many technical players. It's really difficult to play in Brazil because the players in Brazil, they have so much quality. They like on a 1v1. And then the Fluminense in Brazil normally play with two center backs. No, the decision for Renato to put a 3, it's a massive for Thiago because, like you said, he's protecting him.
Yeah, this is a big win. Let's not forget Inter. I mean, a few months ago, a month ago or something like that, they played the Champions League final. They knocked out Barcelona. I mean, this is a massive win for Fluminense.
Did Fluminense win it or did Inter Milan lose it?
A bit of both. I think obviously Inter will be disappointed the way they started the game. They didn't start. No, there was pressure. There was nothing. There was no energy. They lacked everything. Until they made those, I think probably Chivo will look at it and thought, that was my mistake. Yeah, of course. Thuram probably shouldn't have started the game. And it took him a long time to take him off. Then started to create those chances, but a little bit too late, I thought it was.
Yeah, Fluminense enjoying it. Incredible. Remember, you can get involved as well on FanZone. Just go to the DAZN app, and there's more. Look at this. Second goal celebration. These are the moments. Get me to Rio now. I want to be part of this. No, this is fantastic. This is what it's all about. This is why we wanted to see these big battles between South American teams and European teams. Of that, we have an incredible stat for you as well. There you go. Look at this. The Brazilian teams in this tournament versus European teams played 7, have won 3, drawn 2, lost 2, and I think there'll be more games between these two as well. It's fun, isn't it? It's good.
Oh, fun game.
You said, to be fair, you said Copacabana Beach was going to be packed and busy.
Yeah. I mean, that's how Thiago Silva played tonight until the 80th minute. Yeah. Fantastic game. I mean, I mean, but Inter, I think they'll be kicking themselves tonight, thinking they didn't start the game well. There's going to be few regrets, but of course, take nothing away from Milan. They stuck to their game plan. They applied the game plan, and they deserve winners tonight.
Yeah, Renato, we spoke about him, the experience. He's been at the club 5 times prior. He knows the club well, and it was a fantastic game plan because they defended so well, but then they went, and when they went in numbers.
Yeah, I think one thing I said earlier, like Renato Gaúcho, it's a really like a confidence the way this player can play. You know, that's why he's decided for play 3 in the back. That's why he's put a perfect plan to stop like Inter. Even the Inter gets a lot of opportunity. But the way his design it's a great. And then how he celebrates, it's amazing.
They did have a lot of chances towards the end of the game, and they didn't take them. So they will be disappointed, obviously. But they didn't start the game well. If you don't start games like this well, you then have to regret it at the end of the game. But just when we thought, okay, are they going to come back to the game? Are they going to equalize and probably take it to the extra time? But of course, that finish from Hercules was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, should we see some of those Inter chances? Let's have a look. Quite a few of them as well.
Sometimes his style of play is a little bit boring. You need to sometimes be a bit more pragmatic, in the way they play. A bit bit more,
Expansive.
Yeah, exactly. Freedom, but it's just boring, tight. Until he made those chances, you couldn't see them. But after those chances, after those substitution, we started to see a bit more of Inter, obviously, with the chances they created. But I just think it was a little too late for them.
Yeah, there was another chance as well for De Vrij early in the game. Hide his frustration. he wants to say a few more words, but look, it is what it is. In the end, it is Fluminense who go through. And again, deservedly so, right?
Yeah,
They did look fantastic.
It's good for South America team, including for the fans. You see like how the fans enjoy. They celebrate well. I think to Brazilian team to get the opportunity to play against the Europa team and show like how they can compete. I asked in the beginning, Fluminense can compete, and they compete well. That's perfect.
And for Inter, the disappointing end of the season just made it even worse for them.
I was going to ask that with Inter. Again, we spoke before the show about this is a team that were on cusp of doing something so special. And in the end, they have no trophies to show for their season. Kivu has come in, right? Is he going to get money to spend? Does he need to sell some players? What do you think happens?
That's the thing. I think he needs to refresh in this team. I think it's an aging team. You can see obviously he needs to bring in some young players, some good young players, talented players, fresh legs that can be able to take them to the next level. Yes, they are a good team. Lautaro Martinez, he needs a bit of help. He can't do it alone. He needs somebody who can come in, help him in terms of scoring goals, creating chances. Hopefully they can back Kivu. But he needs to be more expansive the way he plays.
Tá, então, rapaz, as reações da imprensa europeia falando aí desse jogo do Fluminense, cara, jogou muito bem. A Inter teve bolas perigosas, o Fábio fez defesa difícil, teve bola na trave, mas o Fluminense taticamente foi perfeito na marcação, sempre ganhando bem as divididas. No finalzinho tomou uma pressão, teve um lance aí que o Hércules bateu de fora da área e fez um golaço aí também para decidir o jogo. Terminar 2-0 aí pro Fluminense, surpreendendo o mundo inteiro, rapaziada. Então aí os europeus chocados aí com essa vitória do Fluminense, eliminando aí, né, a vice-campeã da Champions aí, que tomou um sapeco pro PSG no final da Champions, né. Então comenta aí o que você achou, rapaziada, das sessões da imprensa europeia. Se você curtiu, já deixa o like, inscreve no canal. Tamo junto, valeu, galera. Até o próximo vídeo. Valeu, rapaziada.